Hi guys, it's me, Jeannie, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do another episode of Toasty Tarot Nights, Toasty Tarot Nights. That is a segment I do on my YouTube channel, and it is when you just grab a drink, whatever you prefer. That can be water, tea, a cocktail, a mocktail. Grab a joint, I don't really care. And we just hang out, we read some tarot. I kind of get you guys to talk about a little bit of my life and what's going on. And, it's fun. It's just like a hangout. So before I begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if any of these readings that come in resonate with you, or if you want to start up a conversation. I love to read those comments. So let's get started. I'm just going to move this down just a wee bit. Now, I do want to also say that these are general readings, so if they resonate with you, I'm so excited about it. If it doesn't, then the message wasn't meant for you, and that's okay. But there might be something within the message that you're being guided to hear as well. Just depends. But if you want a reading done by yours truly, go head over to my website. That is witchofboise.com, and you can book your reading today. So let's see what tarot wants to talk about. I'm going to go a little bit lower. It's not a flattering angle, but you know what? You want to see the cards? Let's do this, okay? So just try to lower this more. It doesn't go any lower, okay? All right. And then there's Miko, who's about to leave. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just shuffle this. Okay, this was too many cards. I'm going to keep this one, though. And there were some of them that flipped. Okay. I'm just going to, I don't know, I just want to see what tarot wants to talk about. Oh, you know what? We forgot to do a cheers. That's too many cards. So let's get these cards together and we can do a little quick cheers. What does tarot want to talk about? Ooh. All right. So just an FYI, I am filming this on February 11th, Friday, February 11th. And I don't know if this will come up, but the card of the day, which if you follow my Instagram, I do a card of the day every single day in my Instagram stories. And the card of the day today was the 8 of Swords. And actually a lot of people messaged me, or some people shared, and it was, they felt like it resonated for what it was. So you can definitely find me on Instagram. It's Witch of Boise, all one word, and you can see those cards of the day. But I just wanted to put that out there in case something of 8 of Swords were to come up. It hasn't yet, but it's good to kind of put that information out there so you're aware, and that this is being filmed a little bit earlier than when it's premiered on my YouTube channel. Because that's my biggest thing, is I want to be as transparent with you guys as possible. Because that's the one thing with this community that flipped, is that there's some people that take advantage of others. And that's not what I want to do. I feel like I have a gift, and other people have told me that, and I'm very confident in it. But I also want to be able to let you guys know what's going on, and kind of go over stuff. Okay, so you just watched that. I'm just moving this back up so you can see me, and I'll read out those cards. But before we read out those cards, let's do a quick little cheers. So let's cheers to friendship. It's a good time, the Valentine's Day is on the 14th. It's come and gone when this premieres, but it's a good time to really celebrate your connections with people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be also a connection with yourself. All right, so let's cheers to friendship. Clink. So it's a seltzer vodka cocktail. Chef's kiss. Very good. All right. So the first card we got is Karma in this deck, but in traditional tarot, it is Judgment. Then we have the Lovers, Four of Swords, the Emperor, Eight of Cups, the Tower. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Moon, and Death in reverse. Okay. Interesting. So I don't know if this is like telling a story or something, but let's kind of go down the line. So with Karma or Judgment, it's definitely a karma card. This is when karma kind of enters your life, and depending on how you have treated people, and even if you're going through like a crappy time, by the way, lamp is totally flickering right now, so if you see that, that's what that is. But the Judgment is all about rebirth, and it's that karmic echoing. So depending on how you have been towards people, whether you've had like a really crappy time or a great time, how you've treated people and including yourself is what's going to be returned to you. So if you're having a really crappy time, that's kind of a signal of how are you treating yourself or how are you treating others. And that like also includes with people that have hurt you. So if you are going, just as like a quick little side note, like if you had a falling out with a friend, we just cheered for friendship, so let's just go there. So if you had a falling out with a friend, and you know, it really hurt your feelings and whatnot, if you are constantly like spewing toxic out about that person or talking badly by that person, that's what's going to be coming back to you. So if you understand, like there's a sign of, well, they hurt me because of this, and it's stating the facts, to versus name calling and maybe even like exaggerating the truth on things. But that's what is headed your way. So when that kind of disillusion happens, and I disillusion in the way of, and that might not even be the right word, but like that relationship was no more. You just have to be thankful for the time that you did have, and go at it with like, this was a lesson learned, or like I wouldn't be in this position or be aware of this, that, and the other if it weren't for them. So I'm grateful for at least them showing that to me or learning a lesson out of it too. So there's a lot of karmic energies that are happening. Now, this can be also in the romance department because we have that Lovers. But this is also like a choice that's happening. The heart's desire. A really interesting thing that I've read on the Lovers card is that in traditional tarot, it used to be the Cupid card. So that's kind of where I get that, like the heart's desire, because it's a choice that you might not really want, but like your heart, and you can't even explain it, but your heart just really, really wants it. And whatever that desire or even like romantic energy is, there's that karmic echo that's happening. So right now it's with that energy that is kind of brewing. It's just the time to not take action. Let things kind of unfold. Sit back a little bit, let it unfold. Don't get into the thick of it, because you're going to really see that you need to protect your energy as well as giving. So this is going to be something that even in this choice or relationship that's happening, there's this Emperor energy, and that's the masculine. And masculine's about giving. The feminine's about receiving. So there's going to be some sort of giving as well as that protection that is happening. And when I say sit back too, that is that Four of Swords. Now, it's a really kind of funky energy happening because you have this karmic energy and it's kind of brewing with this decision. And I'm just going to call it a decision, but it can also be a relationship. But there's a decision that's happening. And you just kind of want to move past it. You want to move forward. And you kind of emotionally are. But like your mind, you just need to kind of like stay put and let things unfold because a massive change is happening. A massive change. This is that, the moving forward emotionally, that's that Eight of Cups, and that massive change is the Tower. Now, a lot of people get really freaked out by the Tower because the imagery is it is very startling, but that card signifies massive change for me. So, this decision of what is happening is just like stay back because massive change will happen. And thus, that's what's going to kind of snowball into what's going to happen next. Now, there is love that's lost. And that's that Ace of Cups in reverse. And so going back to that Lovers, I mean, this can definitely be a relationship. But there's something where it's not necessarily love per se, but it's emotion. It's admiration. It's emotion where it just feels like someone is just dumping it, you know, and just like not taking care of your emotions. And it can be even like yourself that you're not taking care of it. And you're just like, well, done. And the thing is this is what is echoing on this massive change. So my advice to you is don't be so hard on yourself and do not be vulnerable. So it's continuing your vulnerability, even if you are hurt or this change is going into a reaction of just like, I don't want my emotions. I don't want to deal with this. You're going to have to deal with it. Now, the moon here is just telling us that it's like unclear of what is going on. So tarot's pretty much saying like you're on your own for what happens, but the ending card is Death in reverse. And that tells me where it's like, this isn't over yet. So this could be possibly you throwing those emotions out of the window and just being, I don't want to deal with it. Well, guess what? It's going to pop up again if you do that. If that doesn't really resonate with you, whatever this choice and decision that you are taking a time out to do, it's not over yet. So no matter if you go with your heart's desire or not, this is going to pop up again. So just be prepared for it. Just as an energy though, it's really focus on moving forward and that's in the emotional sense, and just make sure that you're a true leader into your own life, that you aren't allowing people to pick the path that you want to go down, that it needs to be your decision, not just a situation that someone says that you have to do. So then you're like, okay, well that's easy, that's the choice that I didn't have to make, you know. You have to make sure that you are following your true heart's desire in that sense, and you're following your heart and moving forward from the BS that's happened in the past. All right, guys, that is it for that reading. Make sure that you like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Let's do a quick cheers. Cheers, clink. All right. I'm going to do one more reading, and then I'll just kind of fill you in on what's going on with me. Okay, so we had 2 cards come out. Those 2 cards that came out, the first one is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the second one is Ace of Pentacles, by the way. 2 cards came out. The first one fell on the floor. Let me grab it. Oh, I know. Miko's like, pet me. Okay. So the third card is the Four of Cups in reverse, and then it's the Queen of Wands in reverse. So let's get one more card or two, maybe three. Okay, that one flipped. Oh my gosh. I think this is for me. Okay, all right. All right, so we have that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that Ace of Pentacles, that Four of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and then the World in reverse. So it's kind of interesting because this is a little bit like the last reading. But let's start from the beginning. So there's an issue with finances right now. There's an unstable energy that's happening, and this totally resonates with me already. And I'll tell you afterwards what the deal is. Okay, so there's an instability that's happening, and this can be with your finances, but since it's Pentacle energy, this is worldly matters. So this is anything that you can feel and touch, smell and see, and it's of earth. So a lot of times it's finances, but it can also be like your body. Just something's just not right in your physical form. And there's going to be a change. There's going to be a shift in this instability because something's going to be coming and presenting itself to you. And that's what that Ace of Pentacles. And this is coming from a feminine energy because this is one of the most feminine cards you can get in my opinion, in the Pentacles and not like the suit cards kind of deal. But this is you're going to be receiving it. So you have to make sure that you're open to receiving this and being present. And that's that Four of Cups in reverse. This isn't the time to go out. And actually, it's so weird. Like, oh my gosh, I will tell you after this. But this is not the time to go out. This is not the time to overspend. This is not the time to be exuberant. And like with the Queen of Wands, she's a social butterfly. She wants to be out. She wants to be seen. She wants everything, you know, and it's just not that time for it right now. It doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. It's just kind of like this period of like being present and being aware of what is happening around you in finances, in the worldly matters. Don't let things sneak up on you. And don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck in the future either. It's just like right now it's time to like get grinding pretty much. And with the Two of Pentacles, and that's why I saw this, I'm like, this is for me because this is actually my 2022 card of the year. So, and if you're interested in seeing what the collectives is, you can look on my YouTube channel and find that, or and you can find all of that information. And if you're interested in getting a yearly tarot forecast, I close those books for this year, but in 2023 in November, that will be another option too, so you can check that out if you'd like. But the Two of Pentacles, there's just a lot of moving parts that are happening. And I felt this so much, but it's just a lot of things are happening and there's a lot of balls in the air, and you just have to make sure that you that you pay attention to each ball. But you know what I'm saying. You have to make sure that you are spending an equal amount of attention on everything. You can't just focus on one thing and then let the rest of them fall. You have to keep them moving. And it's going to be a little bit exhausting, but it's not over yet. The thing is this is going to be an energy that is going to be happening. And especially for me, since this is my 2022 card, this is going to be a running theme for me throughout the year. Now with the World in reverse, this is telling me that this is not over. This is like that death card. This cycle has not ended, and you have to continue this and focus on other things. So, you have to focus on whatever this instability is and keep it into maintenance and growth. So, instability overall. So it's not over yet, but you're getting into that motion of like, okay, you're not out of the thick of it, but you're getting there. It's just not quite yet because you haven't learned your lesson. So, just really quick, why this resonates so much to me is that I got my mail today, and I'm a homeowner. I'm proud of it. But I got my escrow shortage, which I've been a homeowner for freaking ever. And typically it's enough where I can just put it towards my monthly payment, that extra. This is so much. I freaked out a little bit. But the good thing though is that I'm gonna be like, at least in finances, I'm dipping into my savings that I do not like touching, and I'm just gonna pay it, so then that way the rest of the year is fine. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, what the heck? I've never had it this high, like, ever. So, I actually, before I started this, I did my to-do list, and one of the things that's on here, and I can't make this crap up. It's go over and create new budget. And this including shopping list for grocery store, because I have to get a good budget on tap to pay this escrow off and then pay other things that I've dipped into that savings for. And it's looking real sad. So we're going to get onto that, but that's my goal for tomorrow. Because again, I'm filming this on Friday, and Saturday, I usually like a day on the weekend that I just don't do anything. Well, that's just not happening this weekend. But anyways, if this resonated with you, like myself, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Let's do a quick little drink-a-poo. Oh yeah, that's great. So, how are you? How's it going? I hope that your 2022 is going really, really great. I keep thinking it's 2021. I don't know why, but it just keeps coming into my mind and everything. And I wouldn't be surprised in this if I called this year 2021. But mine's going okay. So I did my dry January. And I just have to be honest with you. Typically, it's that first week that's really, really hard. And then it's easy. Like, I don't crave it. Even when I did my year of no alcohol in 2018, there was probably like a handful of days throughout that year that I was just like, oh my God, I really want to drink. But for the most part, it's usually pretty easy for me because I'm so stubborn, and I just like, once I get my mind on something, it is that. That was not the case this January. This January was so hard for some reason, and I wasn't going through any kind of like issues where it was just hard. I don't know what the deal was, but there's a lot of things that I can't really talk about in my personal life that are kind of shifting. And it's kind of exciting, kind of scary. It's a definite change that's happening. I'm really focused on getting Witch of Boise just successful, and it already is, but I want to get it that much more, because one thing that I'm very open and honest about is I want to do this for a full-time gig. So I have to be able to like pay my mortgage, and like if I get an escrow shortage, I need to make sure I can pay that. So I'm getting into steps of making this a full-time gig, and it's kind of getting a realistic timeline where, it's so different, like the first year of it. because it's just different. So I'm really trying to figure out all of that and all of the details of that. Hey, Coda. Sorry. Dog's drinking water and it's so loud. But anyways, so I've been really focused on getting that done and working on that. And like February has been okay. It's just been really cold in Boise, and the last 2 days have been fantastic. It's in the low or in the upper 50s, which doesn't sound fantastic, but from it being just cold, and there's an inversion as well. So the air quality just sucks, and it's cold, and then the snow's still there, and it's like old snow. So it's just dreary and sucky. And then the sun has come out and it's a little bit warm, so it's just kind of teasing for spring. And I just love it. I love that. So I'm itching to get out into the yard and start working out in the yard, getting outside. Yeah, so there's just a bunch of other like little things, little projects that I've been doing. One of the things is I have a new Instagram page. And it's for my artwork. So if you're interested, I don't want to like promote it and be like, oh yeah, this and that. But the thing is it's something that, when I'm not doing readings and in my spare time, I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing stuff that I like to do, and like reading and drawing. And one of the things that you might not know about me is that, in high school, I was in AP art, and I really wanted to be an illustrator for Disney. That was one of my biggest ambitions, or even an illustrator. And just didn't really pursue it because didn't really have the emotional support for it. People didn't really support that, or they just didn't really care. I don't know. But you have to understand, I'm also... I grew up very insecure. I still am to a certain extent, but as I've matured, it's like, fuck off. But you know, it's trying to get me into that mind space again. So it's really been really fun to kind of get that drawing aspect out, because there's a couple projects that why I'm trying to warm this up for Witch of Boise that I want to get done. So it's trying to get those creative juices going. So that's really been a really fun project. But right now I'm really focused on really grown up boring stuff like taxes. Like who? Ugh. But I have these like certain things where it's just like, okay, I need to get this done, this done, this done. And that's just where my headspace is at. Spiritually, it's been really cool. I've been doing a lot of deity work. I have 3 deities, and I'm pretty sure I have found my 4th one. And that's really freaking exciting. And it's really, really fun to see the synchronicities of receiving that deity. So that's been wild. The energy too, I just have to mention before I run out of time, the energy lately has been crazy. So I've been getting wild dreams, and that's where this Instagram is. It depicts some of my dreams that I have, because I have very vivid dreams every single night, but they have been so crazy. But one of them was like 2 foxes. And I looked up the dream meanings of it, and it was like, fox is not a good sign. Well, these foxes were playing with each other, and the energy in it was so good. So it's all of these different things that are happening, and looking at different key points and symbolisms that are happening. And it's just like things are starting to piece together. And for me, it's just confirmation of a lot of different things where I sometimes question my craft, just because I'm, you know, a little, but I just said it. I don't have a lot of self-esteem. I have more as I've grown up, but there are just some things where I doubt myself and I doubt my power. And it's like these things start happening and it's like, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your power. And you have this. So I think we're going to cheers on that. Do not doubt your power. Don't doubt it. Just go with it. And you are as powerful as you want to be. And that's the thing. When you start to doubt your power, it diminishes your power. So it's don't doubt it. Lean into it. Don't lean against it. So we're going to cheer on that. Cheers on that. Don't doubt your power. Clink. Cheers. Chef's kiss. All right. Well, it was so much fun hanging out with you today. Make sure you do like this video. Hit subscribe. Also comment below. Any interactions with this video does help build my channel. And I appreciate that. So please do that. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, please go to my website. That is witchofboise.com for any details. And if you just go there, it will answer any questions that you may have about booking a reading with me. I'm most active on Instagram. My Instagram is witchofboise, all one word. And again, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you soon. All right. Bye.